Hello and welcome. Who has the edge in the big Delhi elections? Will the battle for the national capital be fought largely on local issues, or will national issues overtake the local narrative? This is going to be a big clash. You'll have Arvind Kejriwal on the one side, the might of Messrs Modi and Shah on the other, and the Congress looking for its own space. Over the next half an hour, we will have some of India's sharpest pollsters telling us who's likely to win the big battle for Delhi. The Election Commission today announced the dates for the Delhi Assembly polls. The Chief Election Commissioner had a press conference in which he announced that on the 8th of February is when, in a single phase, Delhi will go to polls. On the 11th of February, Tuesday, is when counting will take place. A total of 1.46 crore voters will cast their votes. There's been massive politics through the day. We had the BJP President Amit Shah hit out at the Aam Aadmi Party government on a point-by-point basis, explaining how the BJP would run the capital better. Then you had Arvind Kejriwal himself, after the polls were announced, give a counter and say, judge us for our performance. If you think the AAP government has delivered for the voters of Delhi, vote for us, otherwise don't. Let's take you through some of the key political reactions throughout the day.
मीडिया के मित्र मुझे ये भी पूछते हैं कि अमित भाई आधार क्या है। लास्ट टाइम तो यहां बहुत खराब बुरी तरह से आप हारे थे। मैं उनको कहना चाहता हूं कि झांसा कोई किसी को एक ही बार दे सकता है, बार बार नहीं दे सकता है।
अगर हमने काम किया, आपको लगता है काम किया, तो हमें वोट देना, तो हम दोबारा सरकार बनाने के हकदार हैं। अगर हमने काम, आपको लगता है हमने काम नहीं किया, हमें वोट मत देना। ये स्टेटमेंट कहने के लिए हिम्मत चाहिए। ये स्टेटमेंट 5 साल सरकार चलाने के बाद मुझे नहीं लगता आज तक 70 साल में किसी भी मुख्यमंत्री ने दोबारा चुनाव में जाने के पहले अपने मतदाताओं को एड्रेस करते हुए ये स्टेटमेंट दिया होगा।
उनकी प्रॉब्लम यह है कि ना तो उनके पास कोई ऐसा लीडर है जिसको वो केजरीवाल जी के समक्ष रख के वोट मांग सकें कि साहब ये केजरीवाल जी से बेहतर होंगे मुख्यमंत्री। उनके पास पूरे देश में दिखाने के लिए कोई काम नहीं है। नगर निगम ने बीजेपी के नगर निगम ने, बीजेपी एमसीडी ने दिल्ली का बंटाधार कर दिया है, कूड़ा कर रखी है दिल्ली। तो दिल्ली में भी लोगों ने बीजेपी को देख रखा है, कोई काम वाम नहीं करते ये लोग।
अब बहानेबाजी नहीं चलेगी, आप फेल हो गए हैं और इसलिए जनता की आवाज अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ है। इतना ही मैं कहूंगा, हमें पूरा विश्वास है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जीत का।
BJP has no vision. BJP has a very bad track record of running the MCDs, which have essentially become a hub of corruption. And they have no leader, no face, no chief ministerial candidate. As far as the Congress is concerned, Congress is irrelevant.
काम पे ही होगा चुनाव, ये बिल्कुल सही है कि काम पे ही चुनाव होगा। लेकिन जब काम की बात आएगी तो दिल्ली के लोगों का वो घर घर में जहरीला पानी से बीमार होते लोग, गलियों में बोतल में पानी भर के प्रदर्शन करते लोग, वो भी याद करेंगे क्या काम हुआ। बच्चों के चेहरे पे लगे हुए मास्क, हम आप सभी लोग अचानक एक जैसे अघोषित इमरजेंसी में दिल्ली में जीते हैं। ऐसी एकदम पोल्यूशन का लेवल जानलेवा हो गया। अगर यही काम था तो काम पे ही चुनाव होगा।
Okay, joining us on this show, I want to introduce first our cephalogist for India Today Access My India. Pradeep Gupta joins us. He's the one man everyone wants to hear from. Sanjay Kumar is the lead cephalogist, highly respected academic at CSDS Lokniti. They've carried out their own opinion poll and looked at how people perceive the performance of the AAP government at Delhi. Rahul Srivastav is our National Affairs editor. Raghav Chadda is one of the well-known faces of the Aam Aadmi Party. And Aman Sinha is a spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi. I want to go across to Pradeep Gupta first. And I just want to make a caveat that Pradeep will not be telling us today what his seat share and vote share forecast is for Delhi. But I want you to give our viewers a more general sense of what you think, Pradeep, are likely to be the key issues in the battle in Delhi, and who do you think has the edge at this moment?
Rahul, when it comes to Delhi State Assembly elections, it is important to know that there is 6-7 months back Lok Sabha का election था जिसके अंदर BJP secured 57% vote points. 57 as against 47 they secured in 2014 Lok Sabha election, meaning 10% rise in that. Both the occasion they won 7 seats, all seats of Delhi. That's one. Two, last time Aam Aadmi Party secured 54% vote point in assembly election. In Lok Sabha election their vote share was 18%, which is 1/3 what they secured in assembly election. So this is something to be seen whether Delhi ki Janta is voting on national issues or the local issues. And when I say local issues, there are two aspects to it. One is governed by the MCD, which is your nali, saaf safai, garbage collection, etc., etc. And there are other issues like education, health, electricity and water, and most importantly the transportation. So these are the key areas to be seen when people vote on 8th of February.
Sanjay Kumar, we've seen in Maharashtra and Haryana recently, and most recently in Jharkhand, the election was fought on local and regional issues. Do you think that that's the way it's likely to be in the national capital as well? Or do you believe because of this massive debate now over the Citizenship Amendment Act, that there is a possibility that the elections in Delhi could gravitate towards becoming a referendum on national political issues and not so much local Delhi issues?
See, I see this election heading for a bipolar contest between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. While BJP will try to contest this election on the national issues, the issues which you have already mentioned, CAA and other national issues. And Aam Aadmi Party will go into this election in a very positive mode, in a very positive note, and they would say this is what we have done. So they would like to contest this election on more on the local issue, more on the work which they have done, on the issues of the reforms in education, school system which they have been able to carry out, the work which they have done in the field of primary health. So Aam Aadmi Party will like this election to be fought, contested on a local issue, on the work which they have done. And BJP, in the interest of BJP, they would like this election to be contested on the national issues. My own sense is that given the track record of how people have voted during last 6 months, my own sense is that people would side with the local issues more in this election, and they would not care as much as they have cared in other state assembly elections before the 2019 election on the national issues. My own sense is this Delhi election is heading for a referendum on the work done by Aam Aadmi Party in the city of Delhi during last 5 years.
Now, here is the challenge, Raghav Chadha, for the Aam Aadmi Party, and I just want to tell our viewers that just a short while before now, Sea Voter put out an opinion poll on ABP, a Hindi news channel, where they're saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is likely to pick up a whopping 59 seats, 59 for AAP, 8 for the BJP, 3 for the Congress. BJP, they're giving a vote share of 26%, 53% for AAP, and 5% for the Congress. Now, that's how Sea Voter things stand at this moment. But there's a massive debate over Citizenship Amendment Bill. We saw what happened at JNU. We're seeing what's happening at Jamia Millia Islamia University. We're seeing this ferment. Are you concerned that between now and the 8th of February, there could be a larger pivot towards national issues, polarizing issues, and your pitch for education, for healthcare would somehow get lost in that larger national debate? Raghav Chadha.
Well, Rahul, my limited experience in politics tells me that state elections usually do happen on state issues and national elections happen on national issues. In fact, if the last 3 elections that have happened in India are any guide, they would suggest that from Jharkhand to Maharashtra to Haryana, that votes were sought
on issues of 370, Ram Mandir, so on and so forth. But the people on the ground chose local issues, state issues over and above the national issues. Number one. Number two, we are going into the Delhi elections on an extremely positive note. We have three things which the BJP does not have. First is a brilliant track record of the last 5 years, where we have given our report card to the people and shown to them what we have achieved in the last 5 years, from education to healthcare, from mohalla clinics to CCTV cameras, so on and so forth. The second thing that we have, which the BJP does not have, or at least has not yet articulated, is a blueprint, a vision for the next 5 years, a vision 2025 for Delhi. Number three, we have a charismatic, dynamic, upright leader with unimpeachable integrity who the people of Delhi love. We have a face, we have a chief ministerial candidate. We have these three things. BJP neither has a track record, nor a vision for Delhi, nor do they have a face. Having said that, this is as a number of polls have suggested that yes, Aam Aadmi Party is in pole position, we are winning, we are at 59 seats. But at the same time, it is also time for us to do more hard work and probably, try and outdo the performance of Aam Aadmi Party of 2015 and try and breach the 67 mark. As far as Congress is concerned, I personally feel, not just as a Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, but also as a citizen of Delhi, that Congress is irrelevant as far as electoral politics of Delhi is concerned. I am restricting my comments.
So let Aman Sinha come in on this, because the BJP in Delhi is just beset with so many problems. You don't have a face to take on Arvind Kejriwal. Problem number one. Problem number two, in that press conference Kejriwal said, look at the record of the MCD in Delhi. And anybody who's a voter of Delhi knows how corrupt your MCD is. They'll compare this with the Kejriwal government's work on healthcare, on schools, and they'll say, okay, they may not have been able to do everything they promised, but look at what the BJP does with the MCD. Why is the BJP's best hope of turning this into a national referendum? Why can't you fight on local issues? What does that say about the state of the BJP in Delhi at this moment? Aman Sinha.
No, Rahul, first of all, at the outset, let me say we have no problem, but there is going to be a problem because the model code of conduct is in play. I do not know how these opinion polls are being done. Our friend Pradeep ji is sitting here. He has not done any opinion poll. And I do not know which channel is doing this, and you are also becoming a party in this by propagating this, Rahul. I will urge to you that this is clear violation of model code of conduct. So
in the past which have shown the BJP doing really well.
Are going to help.
One second, calm down. In so many states,
no, it's not a laughing matter at all. It's a clear, blatant violation of the model code of conduct.
I just want to explain this to our viewers. There is nothing amiss with doing an opinion poll now. Only 48 hours before the poll date, the EC norms say you cannot do an opinion poll. This is not our opinion poll, and I have no guarantee that this is right or wrong. However, for what it is worth, See Voter, it's one of the oldest polling agencies, they put out a report. I'm only reporting what they said,
Rahul,
and they're totally entitled
to do so.
If you are
propagating it, you also become a party to that.
Huh? I don't understand what you're saying.
No,
they're entitled to do an opinion poll. What's your problem? There are so many polls. When the Maharashtra elections were happening, they were showing you win. You didn't seem to have a problem then. How can you have a problem now? Don't act like a sore loser even before the battle has started. Bolo abhi josh hai. Abhi ladenge, marenge, karenge. You're sounding like a loser already.
Once the model code of conduct is announced, no, I'm sorry, it's not a question of that, Rahul. Do not try to subvert and divert it or belittle anything. There is a legal point there that once the model code of conduct is announced, can these opinion polls be carried on?
Yes, sir, they can.
Pradeep ji has not carried on any opinion poll, and neither is India Today telecasting. What is the reason?
Of course they can.
Please allow me to respond on merit thereafter. Now at the outset, let me say, you are saying local issues you are saying. Let me say on local issues, they say education is the issue, and they themselves give a certificate that their performance has been brilliant. Education, what has been done? Not a single new school has been opened. Not a single new college has been opened. Certainly no question of any new university being opened. And they are going to fight on education. All right, please go ahead and do it. They say healthcare, not a single new hospital has been opened. Ayushman Bharat scheme, which covers large number of people, which will provide a health cover of 5 lakh to one individual, they have been deprived of this. Now Mr. Raghav Chadha can laugh and mock because he has nothing else to do, but the fact of the matter is that why should ordinary resident and people of Delhi be deprived of this?
Okay.
Why
okay.
they are being deprived
that's
of
along predictable lines. But here is the question that can change things, and I want to put this question to Sanjay Kumar, to Pradeep Gupta and to Rahul Srivastava first.
It cannot be a monologue.
One second. I think Aman Sinha and the BJP are hoping that between now and the 8th of February, this becomes a larger Modi versus Kejriwal issue. We've already seen the BJP indicate that there will be no CM face, it's Modi versus Kejriwal, and he's our pan-India leader. How do we know whether between now and then things will stay local or will it become a national referendum?
See, Rahul, the BJP, driven by its own compulsions of not having a face and not cultivating a leader for last 5 years.
They've tried very hard.
They tried. I think they tried, but they actually did not try, because evolution of a leader is organic. You can't. They tried Kiran Bedi last time around, did very badly because of it. One, Kiran Bedi could not pull the votes, and second, all the factions decided that she should lose the election. The BJP has too many factions. The BJP's best bet is Narendra Modi. The risk is that if he exposes himself, the BJP loses, then the brand Modi takes a hit. After 5 losses, and especially in Jharkhand and others, the BJP is cagey about that. BJP is worried about, but it has no option. It has to push brand Modi. So it wants to bring in a lot of national issues into this election. What is happening, CAA. Today at the end of the speech, Mr. Amit Shah made people attending the rally make phone calls to that one number in support of CA and others to support Prime Minister Modi. I think it's an element to bring in national issues.
So what we're seeing the BJP do,
if you just, I'll just say, Arvind Kejriwal has been very clever. I think today in his press conference he said it again, and I think that's the underline. He does not want it to become national. He does not want to make it Modi versus himself. He said today कि अगर मुझे बीजेपी गाली भी दे रही है, मैं उसको सुझाव समझ के मान लूंगा और दिल्ली के लिए बेटर करने की कोशिश करूंगा. He has stopped attacking Prime Minister Narendra Modi, I think, for the last 1 year. He does not want, he wants him to be the sole face who is the accommodative underdog in Delhi, who wants to fight it on the local issues.
Pradeep Gupta, now in the way that the BJP fights elections, they wouldn't have put the face of Narendra Modi out there if they didn't think they had some kind of a choice. Is this being done out of desperation because there is absolutely no choice? Or do the BJP president and his super boss, the Prime Minister, believe they really have a chance? If the BJP is to win Delhi, snatch it back from up, what's their best hope? Pradeep Gupta, how will the BJP be playing this election in your view?
Yeah, Rajdeep, you rightly pointed out that there is no doubt on that. There is no parallel face to Arvind Kejriwal when it comes to CM candidature in the camp of BJP or the Congress. That's the fact. We should accept that. To counter this, what is my sense is BJP has decided not to put forward any candidate whatsoever. Instead, they go on their most important and most active trump card of Modi. So that's what they are trying to do, and let's see what happens after that.
Okay, Sanjay Kumar, if you were looking at it now from an Aam Aadmi Party perspective, the BJP will try and elevate this to a national issue because they realize that there is no alternate to Kejriwal in their party. How will AAP, they've now got Prashant Kishore backing and giving ideas as well, how will AAP ensure, because some of this, like for example what happened at JNU, can simply not be predicted. Some of this just happens in a way that events then spiral in a manner that is completely beyond your control. How will AAP ensure, how can AAP ensure that the election stays local, or do you believe no matter what happens on TV and on the ground and in the universities and in these protests, voter ko jo karna hai wo khud hi karega?
No, I don't believe that, BJP's ability to turn this election into a national, I don't suspect that ability. BJP has that ability, their leaders have that ability, and look at their fiery speeches given by various leaders of BJP. So they have that ability. I don't doubt that ability. But you need a very concentrated effort for the next 1 month to turn this election from people not considering the work of the Aam Aadmi Party and just looking for the national issues and turning their vote from thinking of what Aam Aadmi Party has done towards BJP on the national issue. So it's going to be very difficult.
When it
but
comes
as I said, whatever gap which we see at the moment, my own sense is that Aam Aadmi Party is ahead in this electoral race. But I also strongly believe whatever is the gap at this moment will get narrowed down, because the BJP will do a lot of hard work and try to divert the attention, or I would say shift the attention of the people towards national issues, and the campaign would be nation first, then you have these states, and these small issues could be handled any moment. But you have to protect the nation from what they call the vested interest in the country. So I think BJP will do its best to narrow down this gap, and as I said earlier, BJP will narrow down this gap, but still Aam Aadmi Party has an edge.
Okay, so you got two pollsters saying, Aman Sinha, that the AAP has an edge. Very often they say BJP has an edge, so don't say that they are biased, because you are sounding like the Congress when they are blaming the EVM. Now instead of blaming the EVM, we are blaming the pollster. He's only giving his opinion.
No, that's absolutely incorrect, Rahul. I have never said so. In fact, you said that BJP is weaker on local issues, and I said this is what their report card on local issues is. Not a single new school, not a single new college, not a single new university, not a single new hospital, not a single new bus which has been added till very recently. And they are going on claiming, yes, please go ahead and do it. And let me say that election is always a basket of issues.
Can I respond?
There are other issues also which would be factored in by people when they vote. And Mr. Raghav Chadda, he is trying to be too oversmart. Even if he shows all his teeth, that is not going to change the reality. The point is, Rahul, that they have nothing to say in substance on merit, apart from just playing the
Raghav
victim
Chadda,
card.
You're up against two of the most formidable campaignners in modern political history in India.
People have seen through it.
And the manner in which they can spin the election over the next 1 month, could things just spiral out of Kejriwal's control? You attempt to keep it local, BJP tries to make it national, it becomes suddenly over the next few weeks a national referendum of sorts. Sanjay Kumar thinks the gap could narrow.
Well, first of all, Rahul, notwithstanding my good friend Aman Sinha's hatred for my teeth, let me say this, that the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi is issueless, visionless,
no, I have no hatred for your teeth, Mr. Raghav Chadda. But when there is an argument which is being made, you should not try to mock it or try to be too oversmart and clever.
Let me say this in no uncertain terms. Rahul, may I?
One at a time. Aman Sinha, one at a time, please. Sir, don't speak at the same time. Let him conclude. I'm also running out of time, so I want both our guests to have one final say. Let Raghav Chadda complete, please.
Well, Rahul, first of all, I personally feel, with my limited experience in politics, that the people, the electorate definitely understands the flavor of the election. They vote differently in different elections. The best example of this in recent times has been the Odisha election of 2019. In May 2019, the Vidhan Sabha elections in Odisha as well as the Lok Sabha election in Odisha happened on the very same day. When you went inside the polling booth to cast your vote, there were two EVM machines in front of you. One which was capturing your Lok Sabha vote and the other which was capturing your Vidhan Sabha vote. BJP did overwhelmingly well in the Lok Sabha result. As far as the Vidhan Sabha result is concerned, Naveen Babu came back, BJD came back and they formed the government. This is on the very same day. The electorate could differentiate between these two elections. Number one. Number two, yes, there are national issues. There are ongoing controversies and national issues have been there all throughout. But that doesn't necessarily mean that national elections will overpower the state elections. I would go to the extent of saying that people have realized that state elections and issues that impact their day-to-day lives, from water, electricity, healthcare, education, are much more important, and they will continue to vote on those issues.
Okay.
Whether they vote in our favor or against us,
so I'm out
something
of time on this debate, but I'll give you my 2 pennies before I end. I've had an opportunity to speak to the senior most leaders both in the Aam Aadmi Party and in the BJP about this election. If the election is fought on local issues, the Aam Aadmi Party has a very clear edge. However, if the Citizenship Amendment Act issue becomes an overriding factor in this election, then the dynamics change and the gap between AAP and BJP narrows substantially. Kejriwal knows that, Amit Shah knows that, Narendra Modi knows that as well. And therefore, what we will see over the next 1 month is an effort to turn Delhi into a national referendum on sorts. Then the BJP believes it has a real opportunity. Suddenly, a state assembly election is elevated to a great national focus, because that's the way this election will be fought. Ultimately, voters need to decide whether an issue like CAA matters to them, whether there will be polarization issue around that, or they think that what matters more is bijli, sadak, pani, healthcare, education, and that's how they vote. It will be a very, very interesting 1 month, and you know where you need to be to watch both sides of this story play out. We'll track the Delhi election like absolutely nobody else will. Pradeep Gupta and his team will be doing polling. I didn't want to put him in a spot by getting him to tell us who has the edge, because to know that, you need to wait for the India Today Access My India exit poll, and that will be out at 6:30 p.m. on the 8th of February. This will be a very, very tense 1 month. The BJP is not going to sit back and allow AAP to walk away. They will make a real fight for it. Who wins in the end? Keep watching India Today and we'll track this story for you. Sanjay Kumar, Aman Sinha, Raghav Chadda, Pradeep Gupta and Rahul Srivastava for joining me. Thank you very much. We're slipping into a break. We'll have more for you on the other side. Stay with us.
You are watching India Today.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.